with caution.
Basically, big FFA versus AI and players. Oh, why did they make me fucking? Yeah, I tried to I tried to resemble the players as best as I could. So for moods, I actually just someone timeout Nubix, please. So for moods, I actually just googled redneck. No, nothing fancy actually. And for Yara, I just googled creep. Wait, and that's what popped up. I was like, oh yeah, that worked. I should do it. Anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, get cozy. Grab a snack and a drink, because we're going to be here for a while. Those two players going at it, and it's gonna be interesting because maybe this is in preparation of the upcoming season of RGL. It's hard to say, but Blackened wants to get some practice in. Is this a new map? Yeah, I believe so. It might even be made by Blackened, I'm not entirely sure. But Blackened is going to play a lot of best of 13 sets against a lot of different players for the preparation of the next season. So it's gonna be Mint, it's also going to be Fazar in the future, and it's also going to be what do you call it? Cav. He also wants to challenge Cav as well. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. Will you stream Tempest Rising and Stormgate? If I actually get access to Tempest Rising, hell yeah. Stormgate, not so sure. I did sign up for the beta a long time ago. But we'll see. If I do get access, definitely. This one's made by Pink Dot. I can actually see that. I feel like Pink Dot has a certain way of making expansions. I don't know. You might be playing Blackened in the best of 13 next 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, I'll be here when that happens for sure. PP Rex Riff PP War Factory Riff SD PP Rex Rex Expando POP. Yes, that is the common build. You are very right. Long series are fun to watch. They definitely are. You know, I was talking about this. I was doing first to 10. I was commentating first to 10 sets in Street Fighter, and it's a little bit different in fighting games, obviously. But what I love to see in longer sets is that people will adapt to each other's playstyle, which I really, really like. And you can actually see the progression from game to game. Here in RTS games, it's a little bit different though. They can catch each other off guard with specific builds. But I am certain that one of these players is definitely going to adapt to the other one's playstyle. At the same time, they might also be going for standard builds, just like Gashes was saying. You know, the SD build. But maybe Blackened will go for like a cheeky light tank build. We're going to have to wait and see. Openra has been recently, you know, activity has been rising quite a bit. I feel that's also thanks to Milkman for keeping the ladder system constantly updated and changing map packs. We had a ton of dark tournaments recently. I've actually been waiting for... I was waiting for the new release because I thought the new release was going to be out very soon to release the Cautious Cup. But I'm afraid that the new release is not going to be happening anytime soon. So I think I'm going to release the Cautious Cup, I don't know, somewhere... I have to take into account that... Ooh. That Blackened is releasing his Naval Dark Tournament as well. So I gotta see that those do not conflict with each other. Dang versus Cav series? Yeah, Dang versus Cav was an amazing series. I feel like Stitch versus Cav was also great. And then recently, Moods versus Yara was really fun. Oh, Blackened's gonna be in a lot of trouble, I think. He actually has got a really good rocket density. So, depending on his positioning with his tank... Nope. No, he's gone. He's a goner. If Mint takes Defender's advantage, neither player isn't taking Defender's advantage. But yeah, Blackened is getting cleaned up. He was spotted because of the oil, was in a lot of trouble. Mint looking good. Blackened... actually, Blackened doing a little bit of a different build here. Skipped MCV and moved out with the main MCV to get this expansion, and still allows him to have a faster expansion. So I actually believe that Blackened's move is better, and he's going to be able to rebuild a lot faster. Oh, main MCV, boys! Right off the bat. That MCV is fucked. But so is that army, though. Wait, if Blackened doesn't kill the Husk... Oh, no. Yep. Very fast from Mint. Nice play. Gets the MCV back. He gets it back. Blackened with the multi-prongs here. Pillbox getting a lot of value. MCV with the move out. Pillbox still getting value. Blackened decides to ignore it. Lots of rockets got sniped there. Mint going for a counter-attack, but I think Blackened will be in time to prevent that from happening. He's already on 5 Raxes as well, compared to 3 from Mint. So Blackened's doing a lot of multi-prongs right now, and actually is going to be able to stop the dead ball from Mint. So Mint is actually in a little bit of trouble here. Lost the expansion, including a harvester. He's going to lose his oil slowly but surely. Good turret here as well, taking out a medium tank. Blackened hasn't responded yet, has to move away to harvesters. And he's exactly going to do that. That's really nice play from Blackened so far. Still, he's kind of obligated to take this out. Otherwise, he will not be able to harvest. Because they will be able to shoot at him. The turret, you know, turret shooting at the infantry is not, it's not a big deal. Yeah. But it's hard to micro that as well without taking losses. And now Blackened is in a good position. Nice concave from Minto. Look at that Defender's advantage from Mint. Oh my god. He was trading really, really well against that army. The Blackened comes out on top. Mint now going to attack over here. I don't know. Point 1 already calling it for Mint, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Both players suffered some L's in terms of eco and army. Yeah, it's hard to say who's winning. Blackened is definitely ahead in terms of army. Let's have a look at the statistics in the meantime. Yeah, earnings were much more stable for Blackened due to that snipe of the expansion earlier on, and also the fact that he had a quicker expansion as well. Looking at the army graph, yeah, Mint was doing well, except here he lost with that dead ball. So it's hard to say. But both players might be a little bit rusty here. It's hard to say. Definitely hard to say. Everything's hard to say, including the word statistics. Alright. But Blackened is still doing a pretty good job multi-pronging. He's going to merge armies from earlier. And that's actually really good for him. Mint is going to once again try and retaliate. But Blackened again ready with an army here. Expecting the attack. Once again, Mint has to sacrifice this expansion. Blackened definitely making a mistake not finishing that off. He could have at least left maybe just a couple of rockets and a tank there to do the job for him. Raider Dome's gonna go down. But Mint is going to lose that army most likely. Most likely, he's definitely going to lose it. And yeah, Mint is falling behind right now pretty severely. 12k difference already. 10 minutes into the game. Yeah, Mint got crippled twice with that expansion. So Blackened has just been able to produce a lot more stable than Mint in this situation. And here is going to be a big attack. Only that RT may cause some troubles with that RT as well. That RT is actually in a really good position. Oh! There goes the MCV. RT. Oh my god, another RT comes out. Ugh! But the RT has been stopped. Oh, please, a good shot. I beg of you, give me a good shot. The shot wasn't coming. Yeah, Blackened has rebuilt his Raider Dome. Mint has Raider Dome as well, but I'm not entirely sure if he actually has the eco to support that. He has quite a bit of harvesters, but he only has 4 harvesters right now on a pretty decent ore patch. They have to share 1 refinery as well, so it's not going to be that fast. Here comes Blackened again with a bazillion medium tanks. Gets a harvester here. He's just been doing a really good job striking at point A, then point B, then point A, reroute, point A, point B, and at the same time making sure that his main base is safe. He's gonna go for this ore patch and, you know, being able to defend this still, take more ground. Surprised no one went for the middle this early on. Oh no, that's not gonna work. Yeah, needs to get out of here. Oof. That's the first Blackhawk went down. Yeah, Blackened was just forcing a situation this entire game. And especially the last 3 to 4 minutes is taking effect. But that being said, Mint is rebuilding slowly. He's catching up with army value. And he's gonna launch another attack on this expansion. But Blackened is on tier 3. Tayak came into play as well. We'll be able to stop that attack in the north later on. And this is good. Using the medium tanks just to see what's going on. See if he can do some damage behind enemy lines. Oh, he's gonna bring an MCV as well, sorta. For support, mental support. Yeah, that's gonna be unstoppable. Look at the amount of medium tanks. How many war factories does Blackened have? Only 1? Yeah, only 1. So I guess he just preserved his medium tanks fairly well the entire game. That's a lot of medium tanks. Oh my god. He's not responding. He's gonna be willing to sacrifice his expansion. There it is. Taking out the refinery would be pretty good. Once again, would be crippling his eco a little bit. He wants the Raider Dome instead, but unfortunately he doesn't get it. Oh, nice reaction from Minter. Are we going to see a turret? No, not yet. We could be seeing a turret fairly soon. Still Mint doing fairly well. Took a beating for sure. But has a decent amount of Blackhawks. Question is, where does he want to go? Can Mint this? I honestly... It's not impossible, I would say. Mint definitely has a superior air micro, but the fact this got by unseen, this is where he needed his Blackhawks the most. And yeah, this might be it. Plus, this is a good quote-unquote distraction while the medium tanks are gonna clean all the harvesters up here. It's really nice. Yeah, nice manual targeting there. Taya does get sniped, but it doesn't really matter at this point. It doesn't really have that much infantry anyways, except over there. War Factory is going down, SD goes down. Blackhawk might be manually targeted. Yes, there it is. No, I was about to say survives, but no. No survive. No survive for you. And then Blackened is going to see that army as well because of the satellite. Oh, that poor medic man. Yeah, Blackened's gonna press on, he's gonna take an L here, but nice Blackhawk micro still, like even in the heat of battle, he can pull that off. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Longbows are coming in now to deal with the Blackhawks. Yeesh. Surprised that Mint is not even throwing in the towel.
Satellite.
I mean, I think it was definitely doable at some point, but now it's over. Like a couple of good RT shots and constantly microing the Blackhawks could have helped him for sure. But there's no way he's going to be able to do this. Yeah, Blackened's just gonna go in for the crushes. He has so many medium tanks. Longbows are dealing with the Blackhawks. Mint calls the GG. And
battle control.
Blackened takes the first game. This is actually interesting because they're playing on ladder as well. So they're going to potentially lose and win some points at the same time. But I'm assuming they're just playing on the ladder for, you know, the ladder map pack. I'm assuming.
Battle control initialized.
Ooh, I like this palette. I like this palette. Okay. What the fuck is this? What? Can I have a normal Crazy Ivan video, please? Why is that so hard? It's too quiet here.
Ivan's not home. Armored personnel carrier.
He's not okay. He's not doing much. It's like, I need dynamite. Where's my dynamite? Okay, this is my dynamite. This is my dynamite. Okay, here we go. I gotta do this quickly because I don't wanna miss much of the game. It's too quiet here. Kaboom! Alright. That was my Crazy Ivan impression. Wait, what's going on? Why is there so much action in minute 2? What the f— Fuck it, I'll deal with that dynamite later. Damn. They went for cleanups. But Blackened, it seems like Blackened preserved his NG. Mint did not. And you got someone to play the bull recently? That's cool. Wait, who made this map? Pink Todd? The lighting is kind of interesting. Money well spent. Okay. After this, we could go for a fun map. Like, let's do like 2 maps, 2 regular maps, and then like a joke map, maybe 2 or 3, something like that. Lad, aka Widow. Even though Widow says it's not. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta share the stream in the regular Discord as well. Otherwise, they're like, we don't know there's a switch. Oh, Blackened already did that. That's nice of him. That's really nice. Wow, Mint already has 5k army value. Wait, what? That's crazy. Is Mint doing like a special build? 2 Raxes? No, it seems to be they're doing like very similar stuff. Oh, I almost lost it. Luckily he saved it because he could have lost the engineer as well. That's still a big army from Mint. The light tank could be one-shotted, so it's gonna be rough. But he has the ranger as well. Mint has no vehicle support, so this could be interesting. Yeah, Mint only now on 4 harvesters. That's really slow. I think he made a mistake. Maybe he tried to do some risky plays. Not sure. He's already down a harvester. Who even is Lad? I don't know, but apparently he's a cool guy. I mean, I did have some conversations with him in Discord, but nothing serious. Like, you know, we talked about some map packs and the fact he could provide some maps for my cautious cups. But that's about it. Nothing special. Yeah, Blackened's afraid of Mint right now. But he has to be careful because he's going to expand. This is a... Wow. Wait. Blackened could have gone for this expansion, but I guess he wants to go there with the main MTV. Alright, we got a big fight going on here, boys. Blackened with defender's advantage a little bit, but he's gonna lose his last medium tank. So does Mint. Yeah, no defender's advantage from both players. It's gonna be close, actually. Very close. Mint's gonna push his luck. That pillbox is gonna be huge, because, yeah. Lots of low health infantry, so the splash damage could be really huge. This is already a very interesting battle so far. Very close between the 2 players. Lots of losses already. If you look at the combat destroyed loss tab, 6 minutes in the game, those statistics are fairly high. And yeah, Mint is going to try and take initiative here. I do like this MCV setup from Blackened. At the same time, it's hard to say because he's covering a lot of space with the same MCV. Or like the 2 MCVs overlap. He might have, if he put the MCV more over here, he could have potentially, you know, prevented this angle as well. And because of that, Mint actually had the element of surprise, takes out the refinery, crippling Blackened's eco, forcing Blackened to react as well. Mint should definitely retreat, because I don't feel there's any reason for him to just be here. Like, he should have left after killing the refinery, because now he's willing to sacrifice his entire army. That being said, now it's Mint that is completely playing Blackened. Now the other expansion is in danger. Harvesters could go down, MCV could go down, but yeah, Mint needs to react in time. He's gonna take the refinery, but he needs to go after the refinery. He needs to retreat. I feel like he's a little bit too greedy staying around. Unfortunately for Mint, another refinery is ready. Oh. Okay. That still worked, you know. Mechanics are fairly cheap. But yeah, those trades was not great from Mint. If he, like I said, if he just left after killing that refinery over here, he would have had a bigger army. But now, oh, no static defense ready either. Ay 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 ay, Minto. Where's his second MCV? Never mind, he does not have a second MCV. That's crazy. Did Mint get promoted to Masters? I think he will be. Because he won in the previous season. So that's an automatic promotion. I think Mint will do fairly well in Masters. Then again, it depends who signs up as well. But considering, like, let's say, Ups, Anju, I think he would do fairly well against those. Eugenator as well. Pink Todd. I think Pink Todd is in Masters. But yeah, I think we're not going to see Dang anymore. He tried the previous season, but it didn't work out. Anyways, enough of that. Look at this risky base push from Blackened, but he got so many medium tanks to soak up some damage, while his army is just cleaning up over here. Mint is in a lot of trouble. Static defense will be ready shortly as well. And there is a refinery for some bizarre reason. Like, even the harvester is confused. He wasn't even going towards ore. He was like, oh, where's the money, bro? Why am I here? Yeah, Blackened is just cleaning this up. Look at that. 9k versus 2k. That push was risky, but definitely worth it. Blackened pushes him off that expansion as well. Oh. A little bit of a pickle. Will I get relegated to recruits because I season forfeit? There is a big chance, but it also depends on how many signups we have. If we miss people, if we miss players in Masters, then there's a big chance you'll be back into it, and I think also your ladder rating will have a big impact on that as well. Mint can definitely compete with Blackened, in my opinion. He definitely can, but you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's nerves, maybe he's not feeling himself, not feeling well, it's hard to say. Maybe he needs a little bit more warm-up than Blackened. Maybe Blackened has been warming up for the past few hours. It's hard to say. Mint actually had a really good start, but I feel like his decision-making when he was attacking Blackened's expansions was pretty poor. He traded way too much army than he actually needed to. Yeah, Mint also did win the Dark Tournament. You're right. Alright, here we go. Okay. Allied Mirror. What I love to see this map. I just want to see someone just repair the bridge and then harass the harvesters. But even then, I'm not sure if that's even worked. But it would be funny. What I did see in combined arms, which is very interesting. They have a very different way. For instance, they don't have reusable engineers, but what they do have is, because I believe even though reusable engineers is toggled on in Openra, if you use it to repair a bridge, you lose your engineer. As far as I know, as far as I remember. However, in combined arms, it's not the case. They don't have reusable engineers, so if you use your engineer to go into an oil, your engineer is gone. However, if you use it to repair a bridge, you still have your engineer, which I felt like was quite interesting. This map, you could go super greeny. You could. But at the same time, I feel like you also can go for an all-in. I don't think that would be a bad idea, to be fair. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. No oils on this one. Always interesting to see how it plays out. Okay, my man using a very early rocket soldier. Hey! There we go. I shouted at it and it was fixed. Bro, this man is on a mission. Not sure what he wants to try to achieve. But you never know. Oh, we got some cheeky stuff going on over here. Double ref into... I think it was double ref. Has to be. Yeah, he's going straight into another riff, and he's gonna keep making light tanks. Let's see how his eco is looking. He's not stalling so far, but he's gonna stall right now. Mint was stalling a little bit as well. Ay. Mint going for double racks. This, I have no idea why you would go for double racks this early on. SD. I don't know. I guess. I mean, he's on 5 harvesters, so compared to 3 for Blackened, so maybe I'm wrong. 2 racks is definitely pretty good for, but Blackened is waiting way too long, I feel. Then that being said, those light tanks can still be very effective. If he gets the power plants... Because Min doesn't have that many rockets yet. The first one just came out. So it's not going to be enough. He's got 5 light tanks. Ranger will spot them though. So Blackened has to go in right now. Pretty much blind as well. 4 rockets. He's going for crushes. Oh, all the rockets got crushed. All of them got crushed except for the ones coming out now. Here's the Ranger to support, to kill the rockets. But unfortunately, he didn't kill that one. He's going for the SD. The rockets will actually help with that. SD will go down. Blackened only lost 1 light tank in the entire battle. 2, my bad. Those crushes were nasty. And here's the rocket soldier again. And actually, they're going to get a harvester as well. What a trade. What a trade. Kick Tux. Yeah, Tux, you're lagging the game. Get out of here. Okay, well, that was pretty good. Mint now forced to... Good man. Good man. Anyways. Yeah, Mint's forced now to move out with the main MCV. And, yeah, lost the Harvester in the process as well. Veteran C2 line tank over here. Mint's going to try and go for a counter attack. I think he's underestimating what Blackened already has established in terms of army. Down goes the Ranger. Blackened is actually moving away with his army. I think he's gonna, yeah, he's gonna keep doing that. No, oh yeah, second, Blackened, don't do it. Don't do it. You have infantry production. Just make up your mind, man. If you know that most of his army is chilling over here somewhere with static defenses and production, you're gonna be fine. But that means you have a shot as well in taking him out. Fortunately, Blackened guessed for the wrong expansion. That being said, Blackened still doesn't have an expansion. Means forced to go with light tanks as well here. Alright, here we go. Means he's gonna try again. But he only has one medium tank here. Light tanks are trying to go in for crushes. But they're enough to win time as well. And now Min's is gonna be cleaned up here too. Yeah. Once again, Blackened looking really good. 6k advantage in terms of army before minute 8. Looking Gucci. Oh. Oh, that's a good attack. That Harvester is going to go down. And the second one might go down as well. Big attack from Blackened here on the counter. Messing up this expansion as well. Means still on one MCV. Still hasn't rebuilt his SD. I don't really like that. I know he felt like he lost downtime because he lost his SD. But you can't keep using light tanks versus medium tanks. It's just not gonna work. 2 Harvesters lost though for Blackened. Mint did preserve his Harvesters, but unfortunately he lost his MCV. In the meantime, boys, I've got some really great news. I have been offered a deal. Well, not a deal. They have asked me if I wanted to commentate in France, more specific Lyon, for a Street Fighter tournament called the Mix Up, and they asked me if I wanted to come over there and do so, which is obviously for me a great honor. All expenses are covered, so that means travels are covered, like flights, hotel is covered. The only thing I have to buy myself is the food, but that's it. You know, I'm really happy that they asked me to come and do that for them. It's in April, so I'm gonna be away in April for a weekend, but it's gonna be really cool. I'll keep you guys posted with an update. Oh wow! Wait, hang on! Oh, the crew! Oh my God! Look at the crushes! What? Never mind. Did I say light tanks were bad? My bad. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my God! That army got cleaned up. But Blackened is still a threat in the south as well. Is catching the Harvesters, trying to do an eco slide. Oh my God, that's so huge. But at the same time, Blackened might lose his main base. It's gonna be a trade. It's going to be a trade. Mint is trying to establish a new base here. He needs to sell, I think, if he wants to have some more money, so that he can finish this ref. Mint is actually he's being caught off guard. He needs to go in. There we go. He's giving Blackened way too much time here. Pillbox Micro, there we go. Yeah, Mint's forced to retreat. Blackened keeps his main base safe. But the damage in Mint's main base has been done. And I don't think Mint will be able to come back from this. Granted, he did kill the War Factory from Blackened as well. But I think Blackened's eco is still going to be superior. He also has 3 Raxes, whereas Mint has technically 1. He's going to lose that one for sure. He lost his forces over here too, trying to take out this refinery. And yeah, it's 2k versus 13k. This is going to be... Yeah, Mint has been very slow. Like, he was standing still quite a bit here while he caught Blackened off guard. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on. But, you know, it's a best of 13. We got some time tonight, boys. We got some time. But those light tank crushes were amazing. Really good job from Mint there. We can definitely tell that the more games are being played, the better of a chance Mint is creating for himself. Like, I feel like game 1 was okay-ish. Maybe Blackened needed some used to getting Mint. Then the second game was completely in Blackened's favor. But now the third game was, yeah, quite interesting. But here we go. Actually, he is going to use an NG to repair that bridge and to harass the harvesters. I like it. And actually, almost that potting was crazy as well. I don't know why that ranger survived. Because of the bridge was repaired, I feel like Blackened's MCV wanted to go over the bridge. But a really good pillbox placement there. And now, I think Mint is going to be able to, yeah, he's going to be able to keep himself safe from this attack for sure. He's got enough rifles to do, harvesters to do so. There's no rockets here in this army, so Mint is going to be able to clean that up. But pretty much Blackened in full control. He's got the entire map to himself. Except for this little corner here on the right. I feel like Mint needs an SD this time. I hope he makes an SD because I don't think he can afford to... Yeah, he's making an SD. He can't afford to move out that MCV again and then being in danger of losing that expansion. That being said, I feel like he has to retake his main base. Looking at the... Yeah, look at the regrowths. It's going really fast. And it's a triple mine as well. Not sure what Blackened's doing over here with this army. I think maybe he thinks that Mint has more than he actually knows about. I'm not entirely sure. Look at that tree. Nice decoration for the SD. Maybe if the SD tries hard enough, it will disappear behind the tree. It will be camouflaged. Stealthed, unseen, undetected. Where's Mint going with this army? He's a little bit undecisive, but the longer he's gonna wait, the harder it's going to be for him to be able to defend his own expansion. Does he have another? Oh, I see. He has another engineer. He's gonna try and repair this bridge and do some damage. Oui, damage. Oh no. No, not like this. Okay. Oh! Ranger going in. Yup. Nice. Beautifully done from Mint. Blackened sending in his medium tanks, but I don't think that's a really good idea without his infantry support. Beautiful play here from Mint. But here it comes though. Here it comes. This is where it's gonna matter. If Mint can defend from that, and at the same time do pretty well against this attack, which I'm not sure of. Nope, that's gonna be cleaned up. Mint's trying to do something over here as well. Here we go, boys. Le moment du suprême. Oui, oui. Ranger goes down. Harvester goes down. The timing of this music. Fight, win, prevail. Oh, Harvester's going in for crushes. One Harvester down. He's going to hold, but at what cost? He lost 3 harvesters. Actually, he can make mechanics, but 2 husks are already gone. Nah, this is it. Mint calls it GG, and 3 games up already for Blackened, which implies we have to give Mint a little break here. We're gonna give him a fun map. We're gonna do 4 nukes later. Wow, it has its own intro song. That's kind of cool. That was cool. I like that. Okay. Game number 4 between Mint and Blackened. We're on the Pooper Bowl. Oh my god. Beautiful. Yeah, Blackened, the first time he's ended up with Soviets. We've got 5 Grens going that way and 4 Grens going the other way. Mint is going to make rifles to see if he can intercept these Grens. He actually might. That is a lot of Grens indeed. 5 Grens to each side. But oh no! Oh no! I think Grens have too much walk speed. Oh! They pass by. They're in the 40 yard, the 30, the 20. Will they get a touchdown? Is the question. Oh, they're in the touchdown zone. Blackened, what are you waiting for, man? What is he waiting for? Alright, here we go. Green light. Oh, Pillbuck's over there. He's not gonna get it in time. Or is he? Is he gonna get the War Factory? Oh, he got the War Factory! Oh, that investment paid off. For sure. 10 Grens. He got a power plant and a War Factory. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a touchdown for sure. Damn. Straight into Raider Dome here, Blackened. Might be a good choice. Vehicles are going to obviously move very, very slowly over this entire field of ore. I mean, just going to rebuild his War Factory. Now, actually, you know what would be really good on this map? Thieves. Because it's gonna happen real soon. Look at Mint's harvesters over here already. They're pretty far away from the refinery and pillbox, and they're only going to move further and further away, which is going to make it hard for Mint or just either player, doesn't really matter, to keep your harvesters safe. But so far we're seeing Flax and Yaks. Yin and Yang brothers. The penguin demands blood! Yes. The almighty godly penguin. Tux. Tux want blood for his bucks. There's actually 2 Grins still left alive. I'm not sure if they're actually going to do anything. That would be funny. Straight to tier 3. Hey, yo! And a demolition truck is in the works. Not. Straight into a demo truck. This is a crazy game so far. Blackened using that single yak just to make sure he can keep Mint in check. Another pillbox. There's a decent army he can take out. I'm not sure if he takes out that army, would that even be worth it is the question. Maybe if he used a single V2 and then fire it into the army, then the army will most likely retreat to somewhere over here. And then the demo truck would be pretty good. A little bit more damage to army. More damage to army for the Soviet Union. Demo from behind? Gross. That's nasty, man. But you might be right. Oh, there's the Blackhawk, but there's the Flax as well. Blackhawk being denied. Oh, the Blackhawk's gonna see it! Oh, Minji Jeet! What? It was like, fuck that. That was a mental demo right there. Oof. Sheesh. Blackened taking it 4-0 so far. 0. I'm hoping that Mint is going to regain his composure at the very end and then he's gonna win 7 games in a row. For sure. Fingers crossed if it has the filter.
Initialized.
It does not have the filter. Goddamn. Reload 0 a shitty eco. There's nothing wrong with this eco in my opinion. I don't think this is an easy map, if from the looks of it. So either your expansion options are that one or that one. If I were Blackened, I would most likely say I want to say go with that one and then get the main MCV somewhere over here maybe. Hard to say. The ore is incredibly sparse, so there's actually very little money. Shitty eco equals very little low. Not map is bad. Oh, I think it's okay. Seems fine. We'll have to see how it plays out. All right, Here's to Mint to, like I said, put his name on the scoreboard. Show us in the chat that he is capable of taking games from Blackened and giving Blackened a hard time. We all know he can do it. But we need to see it. Oh man, he's gonna lose that NG or that oil for free. He also skips light vehicles, so yeah, that oil will be taken for free. Nice from Blackened from taking the initiative and trying to, you know, at least see what's going on. Yeah. Blackened is the bad guy over here. Nobody wants to see Blackened win. Because that's what most people expect. I mean, trying for some sneaky tactics, trying to get the NG, maybe on its return, on its way home, trying to snipe it. He's trying to go for a massive concave, but he doesn't know that there's a dog there. Oh! Okay, never mind. Dog goes down. And that is green light for Mint. Blackened already backing off. Black Truck is there as well to support. Blackened with no support yet. He's going with a flag truck of his own. Mint seems to be doing well. Pretty standard build. The standard build. Same could not be said for Blackened. He's actually a little bit behind in terms of SD, etc. I think he screwed up his macro a little bit because Mint is already on 4 axes SD, 5 halves. Needs to eco slide though, because his eco will be pretty bad. Double flak truck for Blackened. He's gonna skip once again building an MCV. I'm not sure about that on a map like this. It's hard to say. I don't feel like you gained that much value out of it. This time Mint did not do that. So both players are going for the expansion that I expected them to go for. That being said, it's still a nasty expansion. Like that rubble over here, you know, the cliffs with the trees are kind of annoying. I feel like Blackened has a little bit of a better position in trying to close this down, because this is pretty much a hole between your main base and your expansion. If you don't, you know, put scouts there, like, you can still get fucked. Mint on the other hand is taking the position where he has, you know, better coverage to protect the ore patch, protect his harvesters in the future, and obviously get a better position for the refinery as well. But he's a lot more vulnerable in this area. This is a nasty area actually. I feel like this map is not, like I said before, this map is not easy to play. And I'm also not sure if I like this from Blackened. I've seen Blackened do this quite a bit, like move out the main MCV, but still have an MCV in production. Yes, your MCV is over here before your expansion MCV comes out, but you're losing a lot of building time. It's hard to say. Anyways, this battle is looking very favorable for Blackened here. Cleans up the army from Mint, who was not deadballing this time. His army wasn't strong enough to deal with that from Blackened. Blackened taking a second expansion very quickly here. And yeah, now he has the opportunity to move his second MCV somewhere. I would even dare to say put it over here. Good control for Blackened. Once again, a very rough start for Mint. Went with double war factory, so it's going to rely on heavy tanks for now. Says like the coil is in the making for Blackened. Most likely going to set up in the middle, I'm assuming. Mint needs one good solid defense. But is he out of cash? Might have been. I don't. He doesn't have static defenses ready. He doesn't really seem a fan of having static defenses. But you know, they're not always that important. But they slow armies down quite a lot. And I think Mint is going to be overwhelmed here. He's going to pull the harvesters. And he's actually going to get some decent crushes. Maybe no, the infantry avoids it. Well, because of the support of the harvesters, he will be able to take the army. But at what cost? He lost 4 harvesters. Is he going to lose a fort? Yeah, 4 harvesters. Oh, no. So huge. So now Blackened will be able to throw everything at him because he knows that Mint will not be able to keep that up. MCV gets captured as well by an NG. Oh no, Mint calls the GG. Sheesh. This is rough, man. This is rough. Blackened, it seems like Blackened is on fire right now. And Mint is struggling. 5 games in a row for Blackened so far. He's close to being victorious. Close to going for a perfect run here.
Control terminated.
As before? Looks like a... No, that is Timian. Timian is just really old. $11. Oh. Okay, so alright, hopefully, yeah, I mean, it's like, hey, fuck this, man, best of 5. Let me get out of here. Alright, Mint, hopefully we can share our energy with this man. And we want to see Blackened just be stomped into the ground, just being crushed. Damn, I just... There we go. Fuck! Yes! Yes! I am stomping on this man. Game over. Come on, Mint. Show us what you got, man. I'm not sure. I think the spawns are indeed a little bit different. But it's still an interesting map. The seeds of victory are sown in defeat. Harvest will come eventually. Maybe Blackened, maybe Mint has been just throwing on purpose. Maybe this is all scripted. Who knows? Now Mint is gonna take 6 games in a row. Trust me guys. I know this for sure. Is this the map where harvesters are dumb? Yes, I think you are correct. Oh, this is good for Mint. This is good for Mint. Yup. Clean up. Yeah, Mint's gonna be broke, but only for now. He's going to be able to sit on three oils, and he's not even that broke anymore. The oils are gonna be huge for him. In the meantime, Blackened is gonna destroy these oils here, but still lots of value is going to be gained for Mint. $4.5K versus 3.8. Let's see how Blackened is looking and Mint is looking in macro so far. Both 3 harvesters each. Mint went for triple riff over War Factory. That's an interesting build. So it's gonna have a big mass in terms of infantry, but the lack of vehicle support might hurt him. Then again, Blackened is going straight into Radar Dome. He's only on 3 harvesters. He's going mass into Rangers. So yeah, Mint actually needs flax right now over APCs. Oh. Uh-oh. What are we seeing here? Spees. Spees. Is Blackened trolling? No, I don't think so. It's not necessarily a bad idea. If he gets arties as well, he might be good. But like, he needs more harvesters. He's gonna steal that oil back actually here in the top left. Mint not seeing that. Double APC. Mint moving out the main MC is gonna go for the gem mine here. Is that doable? Yeah, that sucks. That one's a tricky one. I think maybe if you destroy some trees, you might be able to do it. Oh, Blackened saw it. Then again, Blackened doesn't have that much soaking. The APCs could do a fantastic job. And that's exactly what the APCs are doing. Confidence now for Mint. RT comes out. That RT is going to be clutch. Oh! Pillbox for the rescue. Yeah, Mint tried to push, but it doesn't work out. Tier 3 for Blackened. But Blackened is struggling as well. Where did that spy go in? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, it went into the racks. It went into the racks. We got veterancy on his units. You cannot destroy trees. You can in the original. Would be dumb if you couldn't do it here, actually. What the fuck? Taya just got rolled over. Oh man. Yeah, you only get one. It doesn't help if you put in more. Oh, there's rockets in there. The crushes with chrono tanks. Yeah, no escape. But chrono tanks are not heavy armor, I believe. Oh, is the technician gonna get it? Come on, man! Oh, he doesn't get it. But yeah, Blackened is still pretty much on, I wouldn't say one expansion. It's actually doing so far so good. Min still hasn't realized that he lost that oil, or doesn't bother with taking it out. Crushes? Is he gonna get it? Oh! Ah! Gets her. But at what cost? He lost so many APCs. Nice micro. Still gonna lose the yak though. It's a lot harder to do with yaks than with Blackhawks. Micro like that. Oh! Those crushers with the chrono tanks. Yeah, this is not good. Mint has lost a lot of army trying to deal with. There was a chance for him. Back when Blackened was going into tier 3 straight away, Mint had the upper hand, but he lost so much to the chrono tank crushers right now. Nice micro. Yaks are actually what he needs, because Yaks can deal with the chrono tanks. If he goes into mass air, Blackened has to do something about that, which is going to be rough for him. He can go AA guns, but that's about it. Oh, NG got with the ref cap. Doesn't really matter at the time because the gem mine was completely mined out, but that's still a huge deal. Now Blackened is going to contest the River of Gold. And the chrono tanks are going to do massive damage to these harvesters. Oh no. Yep, they also outrange static defenses. Well, the tier 1s. Nice, good MCV snipe there. It's gonna take out the husk as well to prevent it from being captured with a mechanic. Mechanic is being built, however, damage has been done to the MCV husk. Lost the yak as well. Oh, here comes the battle, but those radar jammers are going to be an issue. He doesn't have anything to deal with the chrono tanks is the problem. The radar jammers are preventing that. Oh! Crushes onto the infantry. Mint calling the GG, well played. Blackened taking it 6-0 in this set.